Hi everyone, this is Geekgoth, and welcome back to my Book of Unwritten Tales 2 Let's Play. Shit has happened, and my speaking audio didn't happen during the whole thing with stuff. In other words, my entire commentary is gone. So I'm going to be doing this as we go, again, and just reflect. So previously we found out who the big bad was. We had Monkus appear. He was the double you were seeing.
What's this? Some kind of little bag. I'll take it with me.
For shits and giggles. And Umbridge, or Van Buren as her name is using her little daughter as an enforcer.
Garbage from the upper town. The tableware might not be the latest word in fashion, but it's perfectly fine, apart from the leftovers.
Try to take
I think
it,
I'll just leave it there. The plates are covered in greasy leftover sauce, and I'm not a fan of washing up. Especially when I didn't even dirty them myself.
Not entirely sure what to do with that yet. I haven't figured that out yet. And all these cables will become important later.
They lead through the ceiling somewhere up there. One strand goes into the rats' camp, the other leads down towards the junkyard.
But I haven't figured out how to deal with them yet, so... Apart from that, what else was around here when my cursor reminds me?
I always thought Gnomehill was the only place with electricity. But beyond the White Ridge Mountains, it's been used here and there for years.
That's right, I was wondering whether...
I always thought Gnomehill...
I was wondering, of course, like in a fantasy game like this, being so weird that you just...
so heavy that it's sunk halfway into the ground over the years. Not surprising, really. The ground here isn't stone, it's firmly trodden waste.
You just don't question
electrical wires. I wonder where the pipe comes from. Seastone is known, or shall we say, infamous, for not having any sewers to speak of. Maybe someone wanted to change that, and this is both the beginning and the end of their efforts.
Which is sad.
The bit of sewer pipe is so heavy that it's not...
Yeah.
There's a few artificial columns and arches here, as well as natural caves. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some mining done here once.
You'd think there'd be well, I guess the hole in the ceiling would be that, eh?
Maybe I can get a better view from up there. Yep, definitely better. Not decisively, though.
No, not really. I'm pretty short. Then there was that belt up there. I still haven't figured out what to do with it yet. Just to, you know...
Looks like... a V-belt? I wonder how it got up there.
Of course, try to take
out of my reach.
Just to see if I could. And then figuring out where I'm meant to be going. There are about 3 places, I think, but... ended up...
For a collar that looks almost new.
Here.
Why would you throw something like that away? One could have given it to the poor, or even left it on the chinchillas.
Point. So I took this little fur collar, which is used quite weirdly later on.
That's, all I wanted.
And then...
Strip of pretty long head fur.
Indeed.
Strip of pretty long head fur. Bag with a drawstring. Empty.
And then I really wanted to put on my hat again. I like that hat. Okay. So there was nothing else around in this bit that I can do with anything
The moon is shining through the hole. That could be my way out of here.
But needed to figure out where I'm going. I can't actually remember what I was thinking at this point. Or what I was talking about. I think I was pretty much trying to choose between where I was going, and then... I'd forgotten that Remy had gone down to this little cave thing, but we're about to find him.
Ah, Wilbur. There you are. Have you changed your mind?
I wish I could say I had, but I can't make him.
I just want to get out of here.
Highly regrettable.
It's really annoying. I want him to change his mind.
What do you want down there in that dark hole?
I found your wand down there years ago. My grandfather, a true rat adventurer of lore, climbed into that hole just to find out what was down there. When he didn't return, everyone thought he was dead, apart from me.
You followed him?
Despite all the warnings, but I didn't find him. Instead, I found a wand. Just as I began examining it, a terrifying ghost set upon me, and I fled. I don't know why I took the wand with me. Perhaps it wanted to be taken.
Ooh.
When a little gnome came down to our town some years later with big ideas of becoming a mage...
I was very proud of my wand and... Oh.
You got one? It's a good one. It's maybe trying to kill you, but that's okay. It's in the hands of a homicidal maniac.
How did the magic wand get there? And whose was it?
I don't know. There are old ruins down there, and lots of terrible tales. If I can find out whose wand it is, then perhaps I can find a way to break its power.
Right.
The wand! It began behaving weirdly a few days earlier. I thought I was getting better at magic. I should have paid more attention.
And Alistair should have examined it more closely. And I shouldn't have asked you to build the golem.
All these shoulds and
No
shoulds.
one is to blame for what happened, or we're all to blame, whichever way you choose to see it. What is important is that we get up and go again.
I wish we could
No,
convince
it's
him.
crucial that we think first. The last time I just carried on, and we know how that ended up.
It's gonna be a long road convincing him to
The
get
wand.
back in the saddle.
Something's wrong with it. It's too powerful.
How do you mean?
Magic is nothing else than focusing the ambient magic around us and then using it. Good mages can also cast minor spells without wands, but most need wands to focus the magic.
And particularly powerful ones focus the magic particularly well.
Yes, and the most powerful not only focus it, they also amplify it. But up there in the staff room, it was different. The Archmage cast spells, Monkus cast spells.
Right. Where did all the energy come from needed to break down his magical defenses?
I agree. It's almost as if the wand itself were a source of magical energy. But I've never heard of anything like that.
Another reason to get to the bottom of things.
One
Yes,
more reason not to
Wilbur.
rush into things. This is too big for us, Remy.
Trust your friends. So sick of hearing
This
it.
ghost that followed you back then, do
Downward
you think
spiral.
it's still down there?
I haven't dared return to the darkness for years because I'm convinced of it.
Then maybe you shouldn't go back down there.
Perhaps you're right, but someone's got to go and find out what's going on with that wand, right?
Exactly.
Remy?
He's braver than
Courage
Wilbur.
and conviction, Wilbur. Courage and conviction.
And I just know I'm gonna have to follow him down
Good
there.
luck.
I know it. Know it.
There isn't much you won't find down here. Hamster wheels, for example.
Just, randomly. Few of their people have been turned into hamsters, I believe, at this point. But I
A
believe it's
massive
used for
pipe.
something else.
Perhaps iron or lead. Presumably it transports something from the town into one of the caves down here. And probably, I really, really don't want to know what it is.
Very probably.
A massive pipe.
Right, and then there was something up there. I have no idea what it...
Someone had to install the pipes down here. How did they get into the underground? And even more importantly, how did they get back out?
I'm guessing that'll use to lure me down when I ultimately need to be lowered.
Back in the White Ridge Mountains, I had to listen to long lectures by the cellar master about different types of stone and minerals. Can't really claim that I listened all that attentively, but that looks like a coal vein to me. Back in the White Ridge, how does something like that end up in the trash? If I had a bongo drum, I'd play it all day long. At night. And then others would throw it in the trash. Ah, got it.
Yeah, got it.
I don't feel like playing. I want to get out of here. I want to go home.
He
How
sounds
does
so
something like that
defeated.
end up in the... maybe it's a symbol warning visitors about the evil in the hole. Or maybe it keeps the evil trapped down there. There are ancient symbols that can do just that.
It's probably something like totally different.
The hole is eerie. Whenever you get close, it feels like icy fingers are reaching for you. Remy will be fine. He's tough, he's smart, brave, everything a hero should be. And nothing ever happens to heroes. Hopefully.
We know that's not
The
true.
hole...
Trials and tribulations, Wilbur. Trials and tribulations. And then I try and head out the door. But for lols,
Ah! What the heck?
I get stuck.
Hey! What's the big idea?
Exactly what I was thinking. And then we have Wally. And I'm not a rat.
Did you build this trap? I'd love to, but I'm stuck.
Can't move, little Wally.
Hey! Stop that! Stop that! Are you nuts?
Poor little thing. It scared me now. At first I thought he was scared of magic because he was like from upstairs trying to kill rats.
Hey! Little fella! I could use some help here. Hello? I think it's trying to hide from me. I probably scared it.
You're not hiding very well. Oh, sorry. I try and figure stuff out. Who knows why I thought this might help.
I have a very expensive, very fluffy fur. If you get me out of here, it's yours. Nothing.
Fortunately, he isn't Wally, so he doesn't collect
If
things.
you help me get out of here, I'll give you a stylish and practical empty bag. Nothing.
Yeah. That didn't work. He really doesn't.
Hey, you! I have a stick, and I'll use it if I have to. Or I'll put it with a stick and do nothing. Whatever gets you to get me out of this hole. Nothing.
Yeah, it was my mistake
Hello,
not
rope.
doing that a
It's in pretty
second
good
time.
shape.
Because I was like, okay, well, I can't do it.
I can't quite reach.
Oh, that's right, because I had to use the stick to move the rope closer to me. I was like, haha! I think I know what to do with this. I can use it as an anchor.
I'll tie the stick to the rope. Done.
Then I was going to try and use it as a little anchor grapple to try. Yep. I love that. Yep.
Still too light.
So, and I thought, okay, use
The
the
hamster
hamster
wheel
wheel.
has the right weight, but it's too unwieldy to throw with the rope.
And now, admittedly, it took me a while to figure this out, so I'll...
The fur would fall out right away. I need some way to attach it.
So, it took me a while to figure this out, so I'll just skip to then. Yeah, so I fuddled around for a while.
No. Even if I
Yeah, a long
tied the
while.
little stick to the end of the rope. I don't know if that'll be any use, but I did it.
I tried. I really did. I was just... I had no clue what I was missing, because
still
I
too
couldn't pick
light.
anything up. Or anything.
Hey,
And ultimately, I threw the bloody stick at him in frustration.
Hi there. I just want...
And I got a rock.
An approximately fist-sized stone. That would really hurt if it hit me in the face.
Yeah, would've. And a stone, which occurred to me would be heavier than a stick,
I hope it stays on.
and would have been better at doing my plan.
Yep. There we go.
So yes.
Great. And now, the old heave-ho. That got it.
Exactly.
Hey, wait. I'm not going to
And-
hurt you.
Little Wally runs off.
The rope held me once. Maybe it can again.
Rope is always useful in adventures. So, I quickly checked around here to make sure
The
I
hole is-
didn't need anything more here. And ultimately I leave. Like now, there we go. Still trying to figure out what the fuck I'm meant to be doing. So, I just keep going to the other areas from this point on. Sorry.
That must be one of the monsters Ethel was talking about. Better if I have a plan on how to overpower it before it notices me.
Or you haven't talked to Ethel yet. I don't think I had talked. She had mentioned it.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
You must be the terrible monster that was destroyed by my son's wonderful trap.
I was literally like, yo, what now? I figured complimenting him would be the best option, but although it's probably not what you would actually say. But still, I was a little bit confused by what the little Wally thing was actually his son. So I just decided to complimenting was the best option here.
No one would ever expect a workshop like this under a junk heap.
Thanks. Built it all myself. I worked on it day and night. Didn't want to disrupt slate production, of course. But it was worth it. My son's an inventor, just like his old man. Here he can learn everything he'll need for later in life.
I still had a question mark hanging above my head
Wilbur,
at this point.
Weathervane, you're not gonna eat me or anything, right?
Wilbur, you're not Nate's little friend, the one that was caught by the orcs in the wildlands?
Dun, dun, dun.
You know Captain Nate?
Know him? We idolize him. Without him, I'd never have met the love of my life, Esther. Gulliver's the name. Welcome, Wilbur Weathervane. Feel at home. Any friend of Nate's a friend of ours.
At this point I was trying to rack my brain trying to figure out whether I knew
I
him.
remember Captain Nate talking about zombies who helped him in the wildlands. Anyway, what brought you here to Seastone?
A better life. If you can make it in Seastone, you can make it anywhere. Hard work still pays round here. I learnt that from Bill. He got us the job here.
Bill the merchant?
The most successful trader in Seastone. Only just arrived in town and we're working for a man like that. Not bad, eh?
Technically not bad, but Bill is kinda shifty and will shortchange you. So...
I'm not so sure if Bill is really such a great guy.
How can you say a thing like that?
Experience.
It was him that smuggled us into town, even though zombies aren't exactly popular here. Sure, it wasn't cheap, but Bill has his costs, and he created a possibility for us to work off our debts.
Mm-hmm. It's called slave labour.
We build these slates for him. They're a hit, he says. He always wants more.
Hey, I had one just like that.
You see? A hit.
And it tried to
Bill
kill
has
me.
a nose for good business. I'll work hard and learn from him. Then I can finally offer my family what they deserve.
Now it's just like, okay then. If you want to do that,
And
fine.
Bill came up with the idea for the slates. I never would have believed it.
Why not? He's very innovative. He copied the idea from a trader down south with his very own eyes.
Copying isn't
At first, he had
innovative.
a couple of carpenters from the lower town work on it, but they just kept wanting more and more gold. Didn't give Bill a chance.
It's called pay.
He had to let them go and shift production down here. We were lucky that we were standing at the gates at just the right moment and were looking for a job. And now we're just one batch away from earning our own gold.
Taken advantage of. Anyway. I was really wondering whether
How
I
did you
should...
deliver the slates to the upper town?
Have you seen the hole above the pile of rubbish? Bill lowered us down through it, and every time we finish a batch of slates, we ring the bell and he sends down a basket.
So the hole in the
Aha.
ceiling's the only way out of the underworld?
idea.
The only one I know about. And we don't need any more. The current batch is our last. Esther, Nate and I will be pulled out of this stinking place and can finally begin our undead lives in earnest up there.
I like how they call him Nate, which is spelled N8. I thought it was really cute.
My magic slate was evil, and it deceived me.
Whoa.
Magic slate? Poppycock. They are neither made out of slate, nor are they magic.
If they're not magical, how do they work? 'Cause I don't see any gears.
I don't really know. Has something to do with the intelligent stone, as Bill calls it. Fell from the sky one day in a blaze of light. I cut off a thin slab, set it in a wooden frame, and then give it an almighty electric shock. That's all.
You pump electricity into the rock and that wakes it up?
Yes, you could put it like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. It's a serious problem. How am I supposed to finish the last batch if I don't have any power?
I was sure that was referencing something, but I have no clue what it is.
When will the next delivery be ready?
Never, by the look of things. No electricity.
If I help you, will you take me with you when you leave?
Please.
Why not? If you help us, we'll help you too. Of course we will.
Right. Then, so why don't you have electricity?
That's what I would like to know. I guess it's got something to do with those darn rats. They use the same cables as us. They probably wanted to sabotage production.
Doubt it.
I can't believe that. The rats are very nice.
Nice? They attacked my wife, wanted to eat her. And now I'm sure they want to prevent us from working our way out of poverty. Don't talk to me about nice.
I really want to know what Esther is.
Yes, we promised an old friend we'd name our first child after him.
I don't know what skipped
And this
that
little
bit.
robot?
Nate.
Nate?
We promised Nate we'd name our first child after him. We actually wanted to wait a bit, but my little cherry blossom started having problems with depression, said I worked too much and that she felt lonely. You know how women are.
No.
Nope,
So
he's
then
had
we
no
built
experience
Nate.
whatsoever.
Well, we started him off at least. He did the rest himself. He's a great little inventor.
Oh, he's so cute. So proud.
Nate built himself.
Once he could hold a screwdriver, there was no stopping him. But he doesn't only tinker with himself, he invented most of the machines in here.
Try not to have a dirty
That
man.
thing too. It's really impressive. What does it do?
That? He got it in his head that a machine could do my work quicker. But as you can see, it's not working.
Sad face. Big sad face.
I think I scared Nate earlier.
He's shy and has never seen anyone like you before. In fact, he only knows Esther and me.
Where is Esther?
Oh, at home, but it's not really presentable. Anyway, you ought to sort out the electricity first.
No problem. Hopefully it's not a big deal.
Sure, it'll be fine.
There's a lot to do. Best I get to work.
That's the spirit. You only get anywhere in this life through hard work.
It certainly helps. Certainly helps. Right. There was a lot to look at in this room. It took me a while.
Why build something out of wood when you can build it out of iron? That was one of my granddad's favourite sayings.
It would be.
That philosophy brought me iron toys, iron shoes for the garden, and lucky, my iron horse.
She was very heavy.
Gulliver, may I please borrow some boards?
No problem. I've got more than enough wood to complete the order.
I just really don't know what I don't know what I'm using them for yet.
Gulliver uses these power cables to shock the magic slates to life. Or at least he used to. The electricity died recently. Gulliver blames the rats.
Of course, this is a
Gulliver
game,
uses
so he
these
knows
oh.
better.
Gulliver
Yeah. I noticed the pink on that stuff. I didn't know whether that was anything to do with...
boiler, combustion chamber, flywheel, a steam engine, clearly. The steam engine is probably supposed to power the strange machine next to it.
Most likely.
Doesn't look like it ever did though. The engineer must have run into a snag.
Yup.
The steam engine doesn't...
So I look at the machine.
That's one of the little robot's inventions. The machine is supposed to somehow help relieve his hard-working father. I don't know how. That's one of the little a
Yes,
small
there was-
box with a switch on it. I will resist.
I did not.
Well, alright. That could be the best machine ever built.
I may have done this a few times. Maybe
Just
to
one
see
more
how
time.
many times he says anything. I just kept doing it, to be honest, for funsies.
Just one more time.
Simple minds, eh? Anyway,
As a no, I can recognize what that is immediately. A garbage sucker, which sucks garbage in the front and blows it out the back. Some might wonder why, but good inventors never ask such questions.
of course they don't. Why would they need to know its use?
Oh, this is a clock cuckoo's nest. They are so rare. They build their nests in human houses and disguise them as clocks.
Of course they do.
When the homeowners aren't looking, they fly around and steal cookies and other treats.
Sounds like a superstition to me. A cute one, though.
Although it looks more like a replica of a clock cuckoo's nest. There are people who actually hang these things in their living rooms.
Of course they do. It's like, look.
The clock isn't ticking. Presumably it can be wound through the little hexagonal hole in the dial if you have the right key.
Which I do not at present, so I couldn't use
The
it.
clock isn't ticking.
Then I decided to head over here and look at this stuff before I headed outside.
Works!
Just, you know, put water on his floor, just for the lulz. And that stone.
This is the strangest rock I've ever seen. It glitters and it glows a little. That thing looks magical to me. I don't want anything to do with it.
I figured it's probably another reference to Minecraft.
That thing looks
I haven't played Minecraft in a very long while, so... Or much at all, really, so I wouldn't know.
According to Gulliver, the electricity failed a while back, but he needs it to wake up the slates.
Absolutely nothing.
I don't think it's because of the cables. That thing looks magic.
Yeah.
The electricity doesn't even get this far. Maybe I should follow the cables, see if I can find the problem.
That was smart little thinking, little Wilbur. Now what else was in here again? Just taking a quick look round. And that was that tape. Tape is
I've never
useful.
seen tape that wasn't useful for something.
Tape is always useful.
Everything down here is old and used. Some of it's pretty strange too. But every single thing now has a second life and a new task.
Very useful.
Everything down here is off, but
Okay, there was nothing else in here that I could take or use. So I exit. I believe I head up to the junk heap next.
No, I think I'll just leave it there. The plates are covered in greasy leftover sauce, especially...
I do think maybe I could like swing the thing and try and pull it down, but...
I could easily reach the V-belt with the rope, but I couldn't get it down. It's hanging over some kind of hook.
I think I just thought of an idea that I could do. No, hang on.
No, that would just ruin the fur and it wouldn't be fluffy and soft anymore.
It was something. At this point I was just
I
like...
attached some double-sided tape to both the outside and the inside. Two are better than one.
Figured I could stick the thing in there.
The fur would fall out right away.
That was weird. It didn't register that I attached the
I
sticky
attached
tape.
some double-sided tape to both the outside and the inside. Two are better than one.
And then I was able to put
I'm
the
not quite
fluffy
sure
fur on the
why,
inside.
but I glued the fur onto the inside of the wheel.
I had no idea why. I still don't. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't gotten that far. Right. So... I don't know, I was doing anything at all to try and get that V-belt at this point, but... I have a feeling I might know. But I will have to check later on. And I'm very sorry for all the doodling and just crap I did here, so... And eventually I gave up and I just went to the waste heap.
Hey, that's a knight that says knee. A huge mountain of rubbish, tons of it. And I just happened to find a carved figurine of my very favourite hero. It's a sign.
Indeed it is.
I've read all your stories. He was brave and proud and he never gave up. Because of you, I wanted to experience adventure and left the White Ridge Mountains. And you were only a story.
Make your own. Make your own story, Wilbur. Poor little thing.
A bell. I guess it's there to get people's attention.
Indeed.
Which is usually what bells are for.
Indeed. At first I thought maybe I probably shouldn't use it, since I already knew who was up there, but eventually I just went, just do it.
Should I ring it or not? Do I really want the attention of someone up there? But the hole seems to be the only way if I ever want to get out of here.
So I rung it.
Yes? Are you finally finished?
Bill? That you?
With a vein, a black cat must have crossed my path.
I'm not bad luck.
Yes? It's me. Could you maybe loan me a rope?
No way, you're a wanted criminal. There are posters of you up all over.
I'm not a criminal.
No matter what they say, I didn't kill the Archmage.
Anyone with any brains knows that. You couldn't have harmed a hair on the Archmage's head even if you wanted to. But as long as that's the official version of the story, I'd rather not think about it out loud.
Or else...
There are posters of me hanging everywhere.
Here, not a bad likeness if you ask me.
Cruel man.
Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the scurvy, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane.
Very rude.
I don't stink. Or if I do, it's only because I spent a few days in bed.
Very rude.
I told them if they wanted to catch you, they'd have to put a serious bounty on your head.
Would you betray me?
If the price is right, sure. But until then, I'm keeping my head down, like everyone else who's got any sense. No, you gotta be smart these days, or you'll end up running around in a pink tutu, or worse.
God forbid you run around in a pink tutu. Ugh, loyalty among friends, eh? Anyway.
How's it look up there? How are things in town?
Dreadful. Not a customer in sight. It's almost as bad as during the war. I should have known. Politicians are bad for business. Every last one of them.
Yeah, well, isn't that your fault?
Come on, get me out of here, Bill. I won't cause any trouble.
That'd be a first.
Please, I want to leave town.
I'm perfectly safe.
Don't blame you, but it's too risky. If Van Buren catches me, she'll probably turn me into a pink, doe-eyed petting lamb.
I paid to see that.
Come on, for old time's sake.
It'd be really cute.
I'm not putting my neck on the line for you. Ask your friends, those darn rats.
They're not helping me, really.
Bill? Bill, are you there? He'll never help me unless there's a juicy profit in it for him.
Like slates, for example?
The hole up there is even higher than I thought. I'm gonna need more than a folding ladder if I want to reach it.
Yeah. Alright. Still trying to figure out what I'm doing. And... I was just going, what the fuck at this point? I didn't know what to do with that frilling
This
plate.
person is considered armed and dangerous. Like I even own a land shotgun. As if.
I have no idea what a land shotgun is. Yeah. Eventually I'll have to use that dish for something, but I don't know yet. So, I waste a whole lot of time at this point. Doing a lot of crazy shit. Before I go and decide to look at the rat's den. This is the only place I haven't gone yet at this point. Right. There's quite a bit to look in here as well, so...
The cook hasn't left my side for a moment. Remy probably told her to watch me. I think she's a little cuckoo. She mumbles to herself all the time. Hello.
My God, oh God! My, how you've grown!
Indeed!
I'm, Wilbur.
Stu,
You're the cook, and your name is Stew. Isn't that kind of metaphysical? In a cosmos composed of names, billions upon billions of names, you, a cook, are named Stew. Destiny? Fate? Blind chance? Mere coincidence? A fine kettle of fish, indeed.
Well, she's asking
no
you
such thing as coincidence. Cause,
if you want some
effect.
stew.
That's all. Ethel's my name. Want some stew?
See? Not metaphysical. Only you would think of that, little Wilbur.
So you're the cook here in the rats' camp?
Yes. I am good at mixing things. Was a lab rat for years.
Uh-oh.
You worked in a lab?
For a mad alchemist, until it got too dangerous. Wanted me to trial a face cream that would make you look 10 years younger. I was only 2 at the time.
Oh, right.
Not good.
I get it.
From then on, I tried to be really stupid, attempted to fail at every experiment. The question is, if one tries to fail and is successful doing that, has one really failed?
She likes crazy questions. I notice this as we continue talking to her.
Can I ask what happened to your leg? An alchemistical accident?
No, I gnawed it off myself.
What?
Down there in the cave. You'd have done the same. Ooh.
Somehow, I just really doubt that.
There are monsters there, I'm telling you, and they've got it in for us. If you have to choose between your leg and your life, then you nibble.
Indeed.
If you know a lot about alchemy, then you can brew potions, right? Like shrinking potions, for example.
Oh, don't hold much store by magic potions. People start craving them. Start with weak potions from itsy-bitsy little vials, then at some point they aren't enough anymore. Suddenly it's got to be small potions, then medium, then large, then epic.
A single vial that would shrink me back to the size of a rat would be enough for me.
Oh, no, much too dangerous.
Of course not. No one can be helpful.
What are you cooking?
Stew. It's always stew.
Tasty. What kind?
It's always the same, has been for years, but new things are added every day, whatever happens to appear. Do you want a bowl full?
I was kind of just going, I really want to know what's in that stew, so before I say yes or no.
What, exactly is in the stew?
Vitamins, carbohydrate, bit of fat, roughage, fluoride. Want some?
That's not what I meant.
Bodies are alchemistic machines. They aren't interested where their energy and lubricants come from.
But my stomach might.
Oh, don't be daft. All the rubbish is perfectly fresh, and I know what I'm doing. So, want a bowl or not?
I decided to trust her.
Well, I guess I'm kind of hungry.
One stew coming up.
This tastes fantastic.
Cooking is like alchemy, just fewer explosions.
I don't know why it exited the conversation there, but...
I couldn't help but notice that you, sometimes mumble to yourself.
I'm thinking.
Well, most people do that silently.
Oh, because they aren't thinking properly. You aren't asking the pertinent questions.
For example?
If glue sticks to anything, then why doesn't it stick to the inside of the glue tube? Why do noses run, but feet smell? Why is abbreviation such a long word?
I don't know.
You see? You take these things for granted, but it's completely mad.
I think she's completely mad, to be honest.
Perhaps one can ask oneself too many questions. What do you reckon?
If a theatre has been filled to the last seat, who has this last seat been reserved for? And how did the inventor of the clock know what time it is?
That's... How do you come up with these things?
Who knows?
There are unanswered questions all around us, and no one is doing anything about it. If you eat pasta first, then antipasta, have you eaten anything at all?
I really don't understand that last one. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe you shouldn't ask yourself all those questions. Or, at least, not all at once.
Oh, it can do your head in.
I bet, eh?
Was on the brink of creating a self-help group, but then I thought, self-help group? Isn't that a contradiction in itself?
Maybe a little,
Yeah,
but still.
maybe some questions don't need to be answered.
But are we not here to answer questions? That's why I love alchemy. It gets to the bottom of life's deepest ones.
Rebby's gone. He's descended into the dark hole.
Oh, he is so brave, all alone in the dark.
I want to
He's
go with
taking
him.
another big risk. I wonder if that's such a smart idea.
Oh, one of the downsides of risk is that it's risky.
Which you need
Do
to
you know if
take.
there's a way out of here? A gnome-sized one, I mean.
That big? No. However, Monsieur de Dumas has a shrinking ring.
He took it with him.
Then he probably wanted you to stay here.
He can't understand that I... maybe I'll feel better after a few weeks at home.
Maybe yes, maybe no. He needs a friend by his side. Not maybe, not in a few weeks. Now.
I agree.
Thinks the world of you. All rats do.
Then I'm afraid you've picked the wrong guy.
It's really hard getting his esteem up. Ugh.
Remy should never have locked me up in here. He should have just let me go.
Had his reasons. Always has.
He should know that no matter how complicated it is, sooner or later, I'll find a way out of here. I'm pretty good at this kind of thing.
Perhaps that is why.
She asks far too many questions. But I think she's hilarious,
Do
personally.
you have any idea why there's no electricity?
Nope, not a clue. Don't like electricity. Like fire. It's warm and gives light. Can be explained in terms of alchemy. Electricity is like magic.
A little bit. Kind of. Maybe.
Can I have some more stew?
But of course, my big un.
I didn't know I was doing this at the time. You know how it is with point-and-click adventures. You just
And?
do it.
How's it taste?
And when it came to this, I was just like, okay, there's probably something like you need to pick one in order to get a certain reaction. I wasn't entirely sure what I needed to do. And since I'd kind of gotten into this with no specific thing in mind, I just kind of picked one out of the air.
Tastes great, but it could be a little hotter.
Ah, understood.
And then I got this reaction, which she steams up her glasses. Then she uses that rag to clean them.
The little guy seems to be doing well. He gets fed regularly, has his own swing. Not a bad life.
Pretty useful.
If I was still small as a rat, I could easily leave the caves. The rats have their secret entrances to the city everywhere. When the candle is lit, it doesn't just provide light, it also warms your feet when you're rat-sized and lying in Timmy's bed. I don't think Ethel would be thrilled if I just took the candle. Maybe if I'm very careful...
Which I'm not because I'm humongous.
Ouch!
Cooks always
If
know
you
when
want
you
something
reach.
to eat, ask.
A more or less white tea towel. Ouch!
That's mine.
Sorry.
So I need to get them
The cook
somehow.
brought me the water skin on the second day. It was high time too. I was dying of thirst. It's made of rubber. That's pretty unusual. Water skins are usually made from everyday materials such as animal stomachs and the like. Not something exotic like rubber.
So it's a balloon.
I don't know how long I lay there. Must have been days. The rats were very kind to me, talking to me and offering me stuff to eat. That just made things worse. If they told me off, I might not have felt so guilty. My own bed is waiting for me in the White Ridge Mountains. It's warm and cozy. If only I could hide myself away there and not come out until I know what to do.
If only, but we don't have time to do that.
Hi, Timmy.
Hi.
And I figured that he has lost faith in me.
Ethel believes there's monsters down there, but they're only zombies and robots as far as I can see. They seem to be very nice.
The skull throws things at us when he sees us. The little robot runs away if I get too close.
Maybe I can get them to be more friendly towards you.
Poor thing.
It looks like the power supply's broken.
It's been down for 2 days.
What happened?
The same that's happening all over. Little Van Buren had some fun. We nicked electricity from the old role-play machine in the inn. And the inn's not there anymore.
The inn? Not there anymore? What about Sloth and Blout?
They're fine. For now. If they play along nicely and keep their heads down, they might have a chance.
Oh, bother.
Slim chance, I'm sure.
Nothing will happen to Remy. He's the toughest rat I know.
But he's all alone down there in that terrible hole.
Maybe. It's not all that terrible.
No one has ever dared to go down there, apart from Uncle Remy and his grandfather. That hole is evil. Wish I could have gone down there with him.
Ethel's an excellent cook, but a little special, isn't she?
Totally crazy.
I might have expressed that a little differently.
And I did.
Her cage in the lab was just above the cauldron. Too many fumes. But she's harmless, and the best alchemist around.
Indeed. That will probably be useful, I think.
I know this isn't what you want to hear, but you know any way out of these caves?
Dozens?
Even one in my size?
No. Apart from the unreachable hole in the ceiling, of course.
Of course.
That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Right, so... is there anything else in here? I decided before I left that
Hi, Ethel.
I wanted to check how the other stew things work. If they all did a different thing that I could use, or just steaming up of the glasses was the one I needed.
Lovely. But it could use a tad more salt to give it to that little... yeah.
Good, good, good.
And then I did it again.
Hiya.
To see if thickening the stew had any positive thing on me.
And?
Delicious, but if it were thicker, it'd be even better.
Understood.
Yeah. She's a ninja. I don't think you can get carrots that small, though, now that I think about it. I thought maybe if I steamed up her glasses, I'd be able to get the cloth or something.
And? How's it taste?
Yeah, so I clicked could be
Tastes
hostile.
great.
Ah,
So she puts a log, she steams up, and I attempted to try and get her glasses, but she reaches for the thing too quickly for me to get it. So...
that might even work.
I had no idea what I'd done at this point. I was just like, what? I just wanted to look at it. And then I blew it up.
Wow! You can inflate black water skins. Who'd have thought?
You'd have thought. And at this point, I was just like, I've been playing for a while. I need to mull over stuff, so I figured I should stop. So I will do the ending bit. Okay, this is Geekoth. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you like this video, please press like, subscribe, and comment if you feel so inclined. And I hope to see you next time on any of my Let's Plays, including my next Book of Unwritten Tales 2 Let's Play. Thanks very much, and I will see you around. Hello everyone, this is Geekoth. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you like this video, please press like and subscribe and comment if you feel so inclined. And I hope to see you next time on any of my Let's Plays, including the Let's Play that you are currently enjoying. Thank you very much, and I shall see you around.
Sirens going, baby, I get a chill. I get a thrill, babe, and I wanna run back. But I know I gotta...
Haha, she's got sass.
Vamp for me, Charlie, would ya?
Well, she's got a visitor. Okie doke. Okay.